today we're going to do a different kind of video. You'll probably notice that this isn't my normal work surface. That's because this video, I need enough space, so I had to use my dining room table. So the project we're going to be making is a sign. Now the idea of this sign is something you can do for a party sign. It was actually pretty simple to do. It was a little bit time consuming, but not too long. Our church's summer Bible school this summer is called Sequest, and so I'm just making a sign for that. There are a few things you'll need. I used this craft cardstock from the paper company, just something I picked up very inexpensively from my local Joann's. I really like this cardstock. I just started using craft cardstock maybe a month ago. It was the first time I'd ever purchased just plain craft cardstock, but I find that I'm already on my second package of it, so it's really a neat thing. The base for my project is this paper. This paper is from Hot Off the Press. It's a 12 by 12 paper. It's called Pool Water. Now, I don't know if this is still available. All of my Hot Off the Press paper I've had for several years since I had my scrapbooking store. But you can probably find some type of water paper. Mine, I chose the water paper to go with the Sequest theme. The next thing that you'll need is something to hang your sign. I just went to the dollar store and I found this clothesline. It was $1 and it reminds me of twine, and I don't know, just seemed kind of beachy, so I chose that. Now I will show you the process that I did very briefly. I actually will not hang the sign on this because I won't be there when they hang it, so I'll just kind of show you what it's going to look like. You will also need poster board, depending on how many squares that you make. And then I use Life is a Beach cartridge from Cricut cartridge, and I cut all of my shapes and letters at 5 1/4 inches. So the first thing you're going to do is determine the size. For my sign, I use the 6 by 6 inch. Now I'm kind of generous when I say 6 by 6, and the reason why is because my paper, the pool water paper, is not true 12 by 12. I believe it's 12 by 11 3/4. So I cut them to be 6 by 6, but some of them only ended up being 6 by 5 3/4. So you'll need to cut both your paper and your poster board the same size. So I did that, and then I used Mod Podge to adhere my blue paper down to the front of my poster board. Now the reason I chose to do it this way, if you were just doing it for a quick party, maybe you wouldn't want to take the time to do the extra step of putting it on the poster board, but mine will be taken off and put up and down for 4 days. So I thought, and it's kind of windy where I live, and you never know when we're going to have a windstorm, and I thought this will never survive 4 days if I don't give it some extra stability. You could also use chipboard if you wanted. At the dollar store I can get 2 sheets of poster board for $1, so that's what I chose to do. I have my letters here. We'll just go through them. We've got our S. Again, this is off of Life is a Beach, and it's cut at 5 1/4. S, E, A. You kind of get the idea. Just it spells out Sequest, and then it says Summer Bible Club, and I'll show you that. I also cut some shapes. The first one I cut, also off of Life is a Beach, is a sand dollar. This actually requires 2 cuts. I used the craft cardstock because it's a darker cut, and then I used some kind of flesh colored Provocraft cardstock that I had in my stash to do the base of the sand dollar. I did also, between my letters, I did a shark. I'll show you that real quick. Again, he was kind of a happy shark. Maybe he just had dinner. This is also 2 cuts. Again, using Life is a Beach, and I used it at 5 1/4. The sandcastle, again at 5 1/4, also using Life is a Beach. Now this one actually required cutting the layer feature 3 times, because the top of the sand castle here and the pole and the red all were on the same cut. So I had to cut them 3 different times in 3 different colors. I had some trouble cutting out my flag for some reason, so I took the negative space left from the black posts and just traced around it and then free cut it out, because I wasn't getting a clean cut on my red, different cardstock. And I used different things from my stash just that I had stashed away on that, basically scraps. I just went through and found scraps to fit what I would need. And then the last one I cut was the sailboat. Again, at 5 1/4, I had some blue. I believe that's from the Paper Studio too. It's kind of a textured cardstock. And then just the red flag. And then I used, this is a hot off the press stripe. I believe it's a light blue ticking or something like that. And then this is just some gray I had in my stash. So that was pretty much it. Then the next thing I did is I just took a little hole punch and punched in the corner of each one. And then I took a roll of kitchen twine, just plain old twine, like what you would use to tie up a chicken. And I tied it in the corner, and then when the people who will be putting up the sign see what kind of space they have, then they can just tie it exactly to where they want it to be. So I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to set this all up so that you can kind of get an idea of what it will look like, and maybe you'll be inspired to do one for yourself. So we're back. I can't seem to get all of this into the picture no matter what I do with it. And so I'll just kind of let you scan this. You see it says Seaquest. And then summer. My little shark there. Bible Club. I think it turned out really cute. As you can see, it really wasn't that difficult. It was just simple cuts with the Cricut. I did also forget to mention that I did ink around all of the letters with the dark brown ink from Colorbach, just to kind of give it a little more dimension. I don't know if you can really see it in the picture or not. My original plan had been to cut out shapes behind all, excuse me, behind more seashells and fish and things, and put them as a base between the paper, the pool paper, and the letters, but I just ran out of time. But I just wanted to show you the idea, not so much that it's something that you would use the words, but the idea is a fun idea, a simple idea. If you were doing a kid's birthday party or something, you don't have to go out and buy decorations. You can just make it. I did not buy anything for this project other than the poster board, which I got home and found out I had more. This is all stuff that I just had. So look in your stash. Be inspired to find something to do your own banners and to celebrate. Maybe just celebrate a fun family day and surprise your family with something. So I hope this inspires you to go out and try a simple project and just have fun with it. Have a good day, and I'll see you with another video soon. Thanks. Bye.